All right, quick one, guys. So, if you're here and you want to learn how your writing can work for you, yeah, like you're one of those people who have essentially how can I cash out or how I can make money from writing or how my writing can work for me. Yeah, you get the gist right. So, this brief training is for you. I'm gonna walk you through how you can actually make things for yourself, especially in 2025. You know how you can earn from your writing or how your writing can work for you, not just you working for your writing and not getting anything. So let's just get right into it. All right, so here we are on our slides. So, turn your writing into skill. This is how you can actually make money as a writer. You know, one of the most searched phrases on the internet is how to become a writer. Others are how to make money as a writer. How can I become an influential writer? How can I earn, premium as a writer? Or how can writing make money for me, right? And a lot of people have this idea that, oh, you cannot actually earn money as a writer, which is not so true because I myself, as a writer, I am making money, from my business as a writer, a ghostwriter, all right, educational email courses for businesses, all right. So we are literally changing the narrative, and today I'm just going to share some snippets with you that can actually help you get started on how you can, build your writing business or how you can earn, writing online. All right, so let's just get right into it. So the first thing we're going to address is why traditional writing advice is failing. Why traditional writing advice is failing. We've heard this advice for a very longest time. I myself actually had this idea that before you can actually become an influential writer, someone with authority, someone with influence, and earning great income, you must go through the traditional route. And I've come to learn that that is not the only way. I remember when I wanted to write my first book, and that was way back in 2019. I think 2018, 2019, right? I really didn't have an idea of how to go about it. However, I started doing more research on the internet and I discovered that, oh, you can actually, write your book and publish on Amazon. So that was the route I went or I took, right? So one of the advice that is failing, one of the traditional advice that is failing is that there is the gatekeeping problem. Traditional publishers, are feeling like, oh, this is the only route. Many of them has made a lot of people give up on their writing dreams or their dreams of becoming authors. I remember one of my lecturers back then in school. He used to do all these lectures from the UK and all of those stuff. So one of the days he said he went to I think it was Cambridge, and he took some of one of his manuscripts to them, and they literally turned it down, and they're like they're not going to publish it. So that sort of killed his vibe. And according to him, he said he went to tuck it under his box and never to, you know, um, um, show the daylight of that manuscript. So you can actually imagine all of these things. So traditional publishing relies on finding agents. If my lecturer had, decided to go through another route, right, he would have published his assets, he would have published his manuscript, but he didn't. He felt that, oh, going through the traditional route, going through a publisher, going through agents, all of those things will, help his book gain traction. We give him authority, which he already has. He didn't know that he actually has the authority yet, right? So that literally killed his dream. So if you're taking your book to publishers, you're relying on agents, hoping that your book will get picked up. This system is built on waiting permission. This system has crushed a lot of dreams, a lot of auto dreams, right? You're believing on something that may never happen. And most of the times, you just feel that, oh, these are the people that are going to help boost your confidence in your industry, which is not always the case. So another thing is that the income reality that average writers earn hundreds per year, right? Statistics. Can you imagine? It's based on an outdated model that ignores the digital revolution. So, what this simply means, to my best of understanding, is that while you're believing and, you know, chasing publishers and agents, right, you may, even when you get these people to sponsor your book publishing and everything, you may not get all the royalties. The royalties may be going to them because they will be the one to fund your book. They will be the one to do everything that we ensure that your book is out there in the market. So a huge part of the royalty will be going to them. So you just get the fame, you just get the influence, you just get the, like it's just like, oh, you're a New York best-selling author, but you're not earning as much as you should from that book, right? Yeah. So prestige is good, it's great, it's nice. However, more than prestige is you earning or benefiting from your published assets. So the thing is that the new opportunity, that's the new narrative we are bringing as digital writers or digital publishers, right? This is where the online writing bypass these gatekeepers entirely. You publish where people already exist, where people, already are, where people are already, building their tent, such as social media, right? On YouTube, on email newsletters, Twitter, Instagram, X. Twitter and X, obviously they're the same thing. LinkedIn, what else? Facebook, right? So all this has literally limited the access that traditional publishers have. These are literally given more authors opportunities to publish their assets and earn from it. A lot of authors these days are earning 100% royalties from their books. Yeah, of course, for those that are publishing on digital platforms like Amazon, yeah, definitely you will still get a percent. I think on Amazon it's like 70% that is going to you, right? However, on other platforms like say your personal website, your blog, your social media platform, they just the link in bio is bringing in 100% royalties back to you. So the online space or the online writing space is changing the narrative. You can no longer depend on traditional publishers alone for your published assets or for your content or for your ideas to to be produced out there in the world. All right, so let's move. So what is online writing? What is online writing? Online writing is about helping someone find. Online writing is about posting content online on the internet space that drive engagement, drive reaction, that drive, you know, some sort of attention, right? Like you're publishing on platform that already has existing attention. So your content is just to drive engagement, right? Either to probably make a decision at the end of the day. Say you're selling a book, you're using book in this instance. Say you're selling a book, so you've written this book and you want to sell it, right? So what you do is to probably open a social media page, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever, just to create content that will attract people or attract existing attention, that will engage on your post, engage on your content, and eventually take a buying decision, make a buying decision to purchasing your book. All right, so online writing is something that you can easily do without having viral posts or even having, millions of followers. You don't need millions of followers to be an online writer. You don't need to have thousands, don't need to have 10,000, don't need to have 5,000. You don't even need to have 50,000 or 500,000. You just need to be strategic about, putting your ideas, your thoughts out there that can trigger an engagement. All right. So there is a three-stage writing framework. This is something I learned from Nicholas Cole, one of the most read online writers today. Yeah. The first stage is the forest of ideas. This is where you write everything. I believe a lot of us are on this stage, like, oh, I I write about cats, I write about dogs, I write about food, I write about travel, I write about anything. You're writing everything. You write about yourself, like write about your daily routine. You're doing everything, everything, dumping everything. From short posts, from threads, from newsletters, you're literally exploring everything. You are exploring everything before you niche down, before you eventually decide that, oh, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to be known for, and that is what we call the forest of ideas. The second stage is the feedback cave. This is where people react immediately, unlike waiting 18 months for book reviews, right? You're waiting for people to review a book before you start taking a step, right? The real feedback is your superpower. That is real time feedback is your superpower. What that simply means is as you're posting content online, people are reacting to it. People are sharing their thoughts, people are sharing their observations, people are sharing what they learned, people are, either letting you know if it inspired them or not, if it triggered something in them or not. So all of these things are the feedback cave. Replying immediately. This is one advantage you have online right now. So the third is the pool of patterns. Identify what works, double down on winners. For instance, we have Mike Merson, the guy who wrote The Art of Not Giving a Fuck, right? He wrote a book, a best-selling book that sold millions and millions of copies over the years, simply from one idea. Mike Merson was on who wrote blog posts, right? And he was writing on personal development, how to become a better person. That's where the art of not giving a fuck actually came from. He How people reacted to that parts of his blog was what became an entire book. It became an entire book. It became not just an entire book, it became a kingdom. Let me put it that way. It became something that a lot of people across the world could really relate to. So this is the pool of pattern. Connect what your audience want, connect what they are interested in. Like when you put out content, what are they triggered? What triggers them? What are they willing to learn from you more? What are they interested in listening when you talk about it? What is that topic? What is that particular thing that that intrigue your audience, that brings people to your page, that brings people to want to interact with you, to want to ask you questions, right? So you need to recognize these patterns, all right? So the next thing is the three parts to writing income. The first is the attention model, write great content, you put traffic, you monetize with ads, affiliate links, no brandish. But this only works well at scale. This is when you've scaled, right? For instance, say you have a newsletter, you have over 50,000 people on that newsletter, you're writing to them, right? You can create a small space on your newsletter where you, you know, put what's it called now? Just a small board where others can actually advertise their products and their services and you get paid. Sure, you see, you can advertise to your audience and you get paid for it. Affiliates, right? People with products can, come to you and say, hey, they want you to affiliate for them, or you can send out your own products whereby people affiliate for you as well. They sell for you, you get, you sell for others, you gain. So these are some of the things that can bring you money. All right. So there's the paywall model where you sell books, courses, premium newsletters, right? You only need 1,000 true fans willing to pay for your services. That's the truth. You only need 1,000 true fans who are willing to pay for your services consistently. With the premium newsletters, is monthly, can do monthly subscription like, hey, and you have your free newsletter and you have the premium, you create your content on the free. If you want the better version, more details of on more knowledge, right? They can actually reach out to you, or they can sign up for your premium information, right? Then we have the service model, which is where you productize, not necessarily productizing, where you offers services to businesses, to entrepreneurs, on project-based services, in the sense that they're offering services like ghostwriting, copywriting, you know, for brands and entrepreneurs. You can charge as much as 4 to 5 figures per project without even publishing a book. Sure, you see. Another thing is that your newsletters or most of your content can be converted into a book. Like we talked about in the Mark Mason story, right? Example that you can convert anything, any piece of your content into a bigger content, like can convert your social media content into your newsletters, can convert them to an article, you can convert them to a book, can convert them to, a paid training or stuff like that. So these are many ways that you can earn as a writer. So you're not just waiting on someone to hire you, you're creating models, means of earning for yourself. All right. So the service model is the fastest part to any. It is the fastest part for you to any online as a writer. Now, many writers build full careers writing for others right here. Entrepreneurs, brands, founders getting paid per project rather than chasing book deals. You're not here to chase book deals. You're not doing all those yada yada drama that a lot of people are doing online. You're not doing the $5 right for you blog or anything. Your product, you're creating an offer, right? You're creating an offer for your services. You're not seeing yourself as just some freelancer or some writer. You're seeing yourself as a business owner. This is where you see yourself as a business owner. This is where you see yourself as a consultant, because that is who you are. You're not just bringing writing to the table. You are bringing strategies for a business to scale, with content. All right. So this model offers immediate income potential and doesn't require building massive audience. Yeah, you just all you need to do is to find the clients that are in need of your services and pitch the services to them, offer it to them, and you earn on the go. All right. So your next step is this. If you want to learn more about how you can, start your online writing or how you can get started in writing online, you can read Type Click Cash, the No BS Blueprint by yours truly, Joseph Nogara's book, Foundational Knowledge Every Online Writer Needs. Like, you need this writing, how you can start writing online and earning from your writing skills, right? So the link will be in the description below. Then choose your income part. Decide between attention, paywall, or service model based on your services, based on your strength, based on your goals. What do you want to offer? So you need to decide what you want, right? Then start publishing today. It's as simple as that. Pick a platform. Begin with one platform. Pick one. Just pick a platform and write consistently. Whether you want to write on X, you want to write on Threads, Instagram Threads, or you want to write on Facebook, or you want to write on LinkedIn, right? Pick a platform today and start writing. Do not just wait. Don't say, oh, you have a writing skills and you're waiting for clients. No, all you do is pick one platform and write. Document your journey, document your process, document, share your knowledge, share your thoughts, share your beliefs, share your ideology, share things that people will relate with and they will want to connect with you. Because at the end of the day, if you're looking to work with someone, or if you're looking to, teach people about what you know, obviously one of the things they will look at is your social page, what you've done in the past before. So, and the best thing is that this feedback guide your evolution. Like, this will guide your evolution into writing, like what you would really want to do at the end of the day. So I hope this was really helpful. To see you in the next one. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share if this was really helpful. All right, see you again. All right, that's it for that. So if you have any questions, leave them below. Ask questions. If you want to reach out to me, the links will be in the comments. If you need any services, any of my services, whether ghostwriting, email courses, I'm gonna leave the link in the comments, in the description rather, for you. All right. So
That's it.